initial reaction to the majority voting no yesterday? What are you and other members feeling right now?
I think it kind of refreshes our fight. You know, we know that everybody's still engaged. You know, the membership supported the committee and supported the leadership in voting no, like we asked them to, and it kind of gives us a refreshing feeling, right, to know that we're not the only ones in the fight. The committee still believes in what we're doing, or the membership still believes in what we're doing.
And you went into detail about this earlier this morning, but reiterate for us, though, out of the 500 plus people that are part of the union, what happened to the members that didn't come out and vote out of those three different voting opportunities?
Some people can't make it. You know, we know some people's working. That's why we scheduled 3 meetings to try to give everybody an opportunity. But we realize that sometimes, you know, people's got other obligations, and then some people's just sitting back and waiting to see what happens. They're financially secure, and they're just kind of waiting. You know, we've got some people that haven't showed up to the pantry, haven't turned in any kind of bill assistance, and reach out to them and they say, "Hey, I'm good. Call me when it's time to go back to work." So, you know, you always have that, but 400 out of a little over 500 is a great turnout, and I think it's a good message.
Great. And also, we started with way more members in the union at the start of the lockout, but now we've had some trickling off. Are there reasons for that? Could it be that side jobs, people have decided to just leave the industry and leave the union, or what are some of those reasons?
So we've had really quite a few retire. That was close, or and then we've had some resign from the company, and then we've had a few that the company has taken on as salary roles and hired, as supervisors. So, it just over time you lose a few, but
Any fears right now? Can you speak on behalf of other members as well? I know you all are standing strong, and speaking with you and other members, you're pretty confident that you are standing your ground and you believe in what you're doing. But do you think in the back of your mind that Exxon might say, well, this is what we're offering, take it or leave it, and we're not negotiating anymore? Is that a possibility even?
I guess it's a possibility. Our ultimate goal is to get the lockout ended. They can end it at any time. Get that ended. Get people back to work, and then let's continue bargaining and work through the issues. We feel like we can find some common ground on the issues, but we want our people back in the plant. It's most important right now.
Okay, so by November 1st, that is when Exxon says that they will start taking away benefits. And I know, at least in our reporting, we've been saying that you hope to have a deal by the 1st. Is that when the next renegotiation process is taking place, or maybe not?
Well, so we're hoping to meet as soon as we can. We notified the company last night that the vote was a no, it was rejected, and we're urging them to get back to the table as soon as possible.
Okay, and is there anything that maybe I left out that you want to add to this process for anyone that's wondering what's next? We know you all are going to discuss as a union and get back with the company, but is there anything else in that process that might be important that maybe we're leaving out?
Just that we get back to the table. We still got to, even if it would have been ratified, or when it is ratified, hopefully that we still got to negotiate a return to work. What that looks like. People have to roll back on shifts. Benefits have to be reinstated. How's this lockout time affect our retirement benefits? At the end, and all those things still have to be worked out. Whether we had have voted yes or no last night. So, um, it's still a process, but our goal at this point is to sit down and get a good deal.
Will members have another opportunity moving forward for any other renegotiations to vote like you all did yesterday?
At some point,
Okay, okay.
I mean,
They'll all be able to vote together, is what I'm asking.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, you know, so we would like to go back to the table and get the company to move on some of these items, and then we'll have another vote, and it could be before November 1st. It just depends on how fast the company gets back to the table, and if they're willing to move on anything.
Okay, any final words? Anything else you would like to add? Message to the community?
Yeah, just thanking everybody for the support, continued support. It's still been great. Our pantry's still staying stocked every week, and it's the turnout and the random people coming by is really great. A lot of retirees come by and say, "Hey, we remember. We went through it," and so that's been a really neat experience. So we want to thank everybody for the support.